This video right here is about the number one wealth killer that we all face as humans. It's overconfidence in our ability and our belief that we can control any and everything that we come across. Now, what I'm making reference to today is what's going on with just in America, period, in the world. Offset. Now, he was with Migos, them, and they was rocking and rolling. He walking around with flip-flops and got a gambling habit, I guess, that's so severe that it's done really affected his funding. It's done affected his finance, his ego, his belief that he's gonna be all right. It never happens like that, guys. I don't care if you're an alcoholic. I don't care if you chasing women. I don't care if you're gambling, if you're drunk with power. I don't care if you're taking pills, snorting, whatever. Anything that you do, it ain't been conquered yet. This pattern repeats itself over and over again. People believe in themselves that I could do it. They was weak. That's why they couldn't control it. But the endorphins in your body, once they get a taste of something that it enjoys, the things that used to excite it and make it happy, that's now non and void. It's irrelevant. So the fact of the matter is, let's look at Money Mayweather. He was drunk with being that dude, flossing, riding around in private jets, things that he could afford, but just spending, and not being on top of your finances, it's gonna backfire. I had people ask me, man, how'd you blow that couple of million that you had? I had probably a couple of million net worth, whatever. Over cash, $1.5 million. I tell them, I said, man, if Mike Jackson went broke, what do you think these couple of dollars I got gonna do? Once I realized that I had to mess it up, and now I'm on the flip side. This shirt right here I'm wearing, I'm out here DoorDashing. I done turned this $150 shirt that I used to wear back in the day. I got a whole bunch of alligator shoes, all derby hats, Capones, Versace suits, whatever. It can't do me nothing right now. But now if I had to position myself and kept buying assets instead of having a good old funky good time and thinking that I had it covered, I would be of the mindset, I'm a rich young brother. Let's just summarize that like that. And I do what I want. People couldn't tell me what to do, even though I was handling my business, but it slowly deteriorated. So my synopsis and what I'm trying to tell you is, don't get caught up in believing that you that one in a million, like Elon Musk. They say he snort coke. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, he's not dealing with an asset that's time sensitive. His mind is so out there and so over the top, he's able to just keep generating ideas that's just beyond trillions and trillions of dollars. Now, trillions and trillions of dollars, you try to get high and use that up, you're going to kill yourself. So the fact of the matter is, there are exceptions to the rule. Let's look at this government right now. They done got drunk with power. Things that they doing may come back to haunt them. I don't know if it will, I don't know if it won't. The first time he got out of office, they tried to get him. So I would imagine that it's people that sit behind right now that's just taking note of what's happening in the crypto space, what's happening, war crimes, or whatever. It's not even about just what's going on in government. What it's about is us staying focused on not getting involved in something that will slowly, it creeps up on you. Your ability to think. At one time, I used to smoke Primos. And this was after we had lost a buddy and we was all feeling sorry for ourselves. At that time, I probably had a couple of $100,000. This was in the late 80s. And we just went on a snorting and smoking binge, and it slowly just deteriorates where you at. in your mindset, you believe that you still have everything under control. I was believing like, I still look good. I'm still this. I'm still that. I said that one time in a church of chicken, and a girl looked at me and laughed. I was about 165 pounds from smoking Primos, and now when you snorting boy, when you don't have it, I had a dealer's habit. So when you don't have it, now you throwing up. So all the nutrients you done put in your body, now you expelling them because you don't have that next blow. So now you get the next blow, you back on the next high, everything good, you're doing this, you're doing that. The fact of the matter is, guy, it'll rock you to sleep. That's what I'm saying. And make you believe everything is all right until it ain't all right. Now, the first time I went away for 18 months and that turned everything around. I came home and blew up into some M's. Now, this time I was gone so long, I left at 46 and 61. I'm getting old. And still on federal probation. I can't do the things that I used to do, and I don't want to, because what I'm gonna do is what I surrounded myself in the federal government was people that was corporate people. They might have been thieves, but I was picking their brains, learning everything like I was in college. I humbled myself all the way back down, forget the real estate I knew, get any and everything that I already had. I just became a student and soaked it up. Now, it's a process. I got a couple more months before I can start shaking and baking. Because everything you do, you got to report to your PO, and I don't have time to be reporting. I'm trying to wholesale this commercial deal. I'm trying to open up. Now, I open up the business, like I said, the courier business, but that ain't really what I want to do. I'm a thinking person. I like to use my mind, and so I definitely don't like what I'm doing right now. But at the end of the day, if you practice humility, if you keep realistic to yourself and say, hey, nobody else has been able to overcome it, why would I be able to? And so if you get money, don't get drunk with bankroll. If you got plenty of women, don't get drunk and think you're going to have 100 women and it's going to all work out. Sooner or later, you're going to get a couple of them pregnant and you're going to be down there paying their child support. And I done been through that too. If you're a female, it's the opposite thing. If you think you're going to keep getting out on somebody, babe, SAG's going to catch up to you. SAG, Father Time is undefeated. Undefeated. So, them women, I know women that was 8 dime pieces that's done stung their man and did this and that. And now they live in the hotels. They 50, 60 years old. The booty done dried up. And now they just out here just trying to wing like anybody else. So let's use leverage. Keep expanding your knowledge. Keep practicing humility. And always check yourself from the neck up so that you don't allow yourself to become intoxicated with any substance. I don't care what it is. Drugs, wealth, power. It's just so many of the names that can get you sidetracked. You could become a sex addict, a gambling addict, whatever. Work on those few things, humility, and keeping yourself in perspective, and always checking yourself, and always keep trying to improve yourself. That's the key right there. And spend less than what you make. Spend less than what you make. When I first came home with this little freaking DoorDash mess, I had saved up $25,000 because my bills were super low. I done had no bills. And then fell into the trap of living off of them credit cards. I got sick a couple of times with vertigo. I'm going to tell y'all how I beat that vertigo too. I also got attacked by some dogs. That incapacitated me. I had the shingles. Man, life will throw some loops at you, but the main thing is to what? Stay focused. The main thing is to don't give up no matter what obstacles come, because guess what? In 1 second, this thing can turn around. All you got to do is position yourself and be around the right people or the right information. Right now, I've been studying this AI. I'm leveraging that, and that's what I'm going to do to take it to the next level, y'all. I know I haven't been hitting y'all like I said I was, and I ain't even been in the gym like I said. But I ain't been doing it but studying this AI and trying to figure out how to leverage it to take it to the next level, because I ain't going back to the streets. So I need to do something, like I said, to do what? Getting that commercial real estate. Y'all be blessed. I'll talk to y'all later. Like and subscribe, and comment. Have a nice day.